the chat. I see New Jersey in the house. All right, we got Jersey, Cincinnati, North Philly, the DMV, New Orleans, Detroit, North Cackalack. Okay. San Antonio. Okay, we got a good amount of people. Or different people from other places. Kansas, Arizona, New York, Connecticut, good geez, Florida, New York, Memphis, Tennessee, Arizona. Okay. People from all over. Love it. I love it. If you're on Instagram right now and you want to see my screen, join over to my YouTube channel. I'm live on YouTube as well. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started, everybody. I'm excited. Listen, right now is an exciting time to be in the market, okay? It's an exciting time to be in the market. And the reason why I say this is based upon, I'm located in South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. We see Louisiana, some more Philly, some more North Carolina. Okay. Louisiana, Florida. Okay, love it. So the reason why I say this is an exciting time to see Chicago on YouTube. Love it. I love it. All right. The reason why I say this is a great time to be in the market is simple, everybody. Right now, the market in December went crazy to the upside. So from November and December, the market went crazy to the upside. Okay. Now we have approached our all-time highs. Just go to YouTube and type in. You go to link. My bio has my YouTube link. Go there and look at my link tree. You will see my YouTube link. But you can just go to YouTube and type in Christopher Jackson stock options, and you better get to it. Okay. So the market went crazy to the upside in December. Okay. November, December went crazy to the upside. Now, when it went to the upside, the reason why I went to the upside is the important part. The reason why I went to the upside was because Jerome Powell basically stated that inflation was under control and they were probably going to cut rates in 2024. Okay. So when we say cut rates, think about interest rates. Okay. Cut interest rates in 2024. Now, when this was said, the overall market's like, yes, I love it. Cutting rates. If you cut rates, that means people have more money. And if people have more money, people are going to do what more? They're going to spend more. So now the companies are expecting to make and generate more money. So the market went crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Went ballistic, went crazy. Then after the market went crazy for a moment, in January, now we see the moment is at a pause area and it's pulling back some. Okay? It's pulling back some, and everybody, this is what you want. Okay? This is what you want to see. Now, the market just went crazy up, went to all-time highs. It's right at all-time highs right now, okay? Right at all-time highs, went crazy up, and now with this very moment, I'm going to break down to you guys and show it to you, the market is starting to pull back some. And when I say this is what you want to see, this is what you want to see. You want to see a pullback happen. And after that next pullback, the market is going to, boom, potentially take off. Okay? Potentially take off. This is where you're going to start seeing those 500, 600. You're going to see some people making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 days because the market is going to take off in a crazy push up, eventually break all-time highs. And I personally believe by the end of 2024, SPY will be at a 500, above a 500 spot. Okay. Now, what does that mean if I break that down in simplest terms? Okay. So if we're above a 500 SPY, that basically means you just made a lot of money. Okay. That means if you were invested in the stock market, you've made a lot of money because a 500 SPY would be amazing, everybody. Think about you being at your job right now and think about the current role that you're currently in. Say if you're a manager and you want to become the director, SPY going to 500 is equivalent to you becoming the director of the current job you work at. Okay, it's amazing. It's a pay increase, right? It's a pay increase. You're gonna make more money. You're gonna have more freedom, right? So think about if you're investing in the stock market and SPY goes up to a 500 SPY, it's the equivalent to you making more money. You're gonna have more freedom because if you invest into the market, you're gonna capitalize off of that. Okay, you're gonna capitalize off of that strong move to the upside. I believe we can go $40 to $50 move to the upside. Okay, I'm gonna break that down to you a lot over this next hour or so. Okay, and listen, feel free if you have any questions in the chat, man. Feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Same thing on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask while I break down this market. Okay. Now, if you are I just want to kind of get a feel of the audience. If you have currently, if you're a current trader, put a one in the, well, no, if you are a current trader, don't put anything. If you are brand new to trading, I want to make sure I'm using the correct lingo I want to meet you where you are. If you are brand new to trading, put a one in the chat. I want to know who's in the room right now. I want to know who's in the room. Okay. Got a lot of ones. Spot. Got it. Okay, got a lot of ones. Okay, perfect. That's beautiful. So when I'm speaking, I'm going to speak in terms that you probably understand. Okay, I'm not gonna go crazy deep into like technical words, because when I trade and when I teach, I don't teach using technical words, because when I first started trading, I had no idea what these technical words were saying. Okay, I had no idea. I did not grow up in the world of the stock market. Okay, so here we go. Let me mute this. All right, stay co-host. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay, so perfect. All right, so everybody, this is what I want to talk about. So whenever you hear me say the market is going up or the market is going down, right? I'm more so talking about one particular, it's an ETF or index, whatever you want to call it, right? But I'm talking about SPY. When I'm looking at the market and I'm speaking in general about the market, I'm talking about SPY. And what SPY is called the S&P 500. Okay, everybody? The S&P 500. Okay, that's SPY. All right? And what the S&P 500 is, it's the 500 largest companies, right? The 500 largest companies on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay? They're all in one ETF. Okay, they're all in one ETF, and that's the majority of the market. It takes up the most space in the market. So consider this, thinking about, you got say somebody works at Home Depot, okay, and you got 20 employees working in Home Depot. All of those 20 employees, they work for Home Depot. Okay, so if Home Depot do good, the employees do good. You see what I'm saying? So S&P 500 is the exact same thing. You got Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google. All of those stocks are inside of the S&P 500. So say, for example, you say, hey, I want to own Amazon, Google, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft. I want to own all those stocks. But I only have enough money. I don't have enough money to buy all of them. So what you would do is you would invest in the S&P 500, and you will have ownership. You will have ownership of all of those stocks just by investing into the S&P 500. Okay? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put a one in the chat. I want to make sure you guys follow me. If that makes sense, put a one in the chat. All right. Perfect. Good stuff. Good stuff. So when I'm saying the market, just think about the S&P 500. And what I'm about to break down to you is the S&P 500, which is going to give us an idea of where this market is heading. Is this market going up, or is this market going down? Okay. If it's going up, we make money if it goes up, right? If it goes down, we make money if it goes down as well. It doesn't matter if it goes up or down. We make money regardless when it comes to trading stock options. But the thing is, you have to be able to understand and identify when the market is particularly going up or when the market is going down. It's all about understanding this story, okay? It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love story, okay? All right. So let's jump into it. Let's break this thing down, man. Let's break this market down. All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Should I pull up? Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I'm going to pull up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. And remember, if you have any questions, listen. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. All right. So what I just pulled up, first thing I'm pulling up right now. This is my platform that I use to do my technical analysis. Everybody. Technical analysis. Now, like I said, I know there's a lot of new people in here, so I don't want to confuse you, right? So this is what technical analysis. So when I'm saying, hey, when you hear someone say, hey, you got to make sure you do your technical analysis, and you're like, okay, cool. And then they walk away like, what is technical analysis, right? So basically what technical analysis is, this is where we do all of our charting. This is where we draw all of our levels of support, our levels of resistance. We put down where we think the market is going and why we think the market is going there. What's going to stop it from going up? What's going to stop it from going down? We go through all of those things, right? We go through all of those things when we're actually doing technical analysis, all right? So right now, I'm going to break down technical analysis using TradingView, okay? This is the platform I'm using. It's called TradingView, okay? You cannot buy and sell on TradingView. We strictly use it for our technical analysis to give us an idea of where this market is going, okay? All right, now, first thing I always do when I'm looking at a market, I look for supply and demand zones, okay? First thing I do, no matter which stock I'm trading, okay? I can be trading any stock. The first thing I'm going to look for is a supply and demand zone, okay? Chris, why is that? All right, everybody, this is what a supply and demand zone. A demand zone, I call it a demand zone Big Mama's house, okay? I call it demand zone Big Mama's house, and I'm not going to dig too deep into it. If you want to know more about this, come to my free webinar on Sunday. I break supply and demand down to the T, okay? So a demand zone is basically a zone or a location where there's a lot of buyers in this area, okay? There's a lot of buyers in this particular area. That's what a demand zone is, okay? And I don't think YouTube can see my screen, YouTube can't see my screen, can you? Nope. Now you can. All right, YouTube. All right, YouTube, you can see my screen now. 7:30 on Sunday. I have a free webinar every Sunday at 7:30. I have a free webinar, okay? All right, so the demand zone is a location on the charts where there's a lot of buying activity based upon historical data, everybody. Based upon historical price action, historical data, okay? What you're going to come to find out is that the whole stock market is based off of historical data. Chris, what do you mean when you say historical data? I'm glad you asked. Think about this, everybody. Every December, your favorite stores, what do? They buy in more. They hire more people, okay? They hire more people every December, every November. Why do they do that? Because historical data tells us that during the months of November and December, more people come into the stores and buy things. Why is that? Because of Christmas. So historical data tells each company we need to hire seasonal people, okay? That's the exact same way the stock market operates, everybody. The stock market operates off of historical data. Simple. Historical data. Whatever happened in the past, the stock market is expecting the exact same thing to happen in the future. Okay? So when we think about a demand zone, based upon historical data, a lot of buyers bought up this area the last time the stock was at this particular price. So that's why we say this is a demand zone. That's where the buyer's hanging at. Okay? Now, if we say a supply zone, what is a supply zone? A supply zone is an area where there's multiple sellers hanging out at. A whole bunch of sellers are hanging at a supply zone, and we call a supply zone Mary J. Blige. Okay? Now, if I sit here and scream Mary J. Blige and I say, I'm going down, because you not around, baby. My whole world's upside down. If I say that, do you think the stock is going up or going down? Put in the chat. Do you think the stock is going up or going down if I start screaming Mary J. Blige, I'm going down? Thank you, Christina. It's going down. Okay, we think it's going down. So we call a supply zone Mary J. Blige. Why? Because normally price action, when it hits a supply zone, it falls down more times than it breaks through. Okay? So the first thing I want everyone to look at is when you're coming to a chart to start charting, you want to look for a demand zone and a supply zone. Demand zone and a supply zone. A demand zone and a supply zone, okay? Now, since you guys are fairly new again, I want to break this thing down T to the T. You see right here on my screen where I'm circling that right now? See right there on my screen where I just circled it? That right there says it says 1 hour. Okay? What that 1 hour represents, everybody, it represents a green and a red candlestick. Each candlestick represents 1 hour of buying and selling. It represents 1 hour of a life cycle of this candlestick. So this candlestick right here is 1 hour of buying and selling. That means that candlestick has 1 hour to live. After that hour is up, another candlestick will open, and that previous candlestick is now done. Okay? Now, if I come here and I change this to a 4-hour time frame, now each candlestick represents 4 hours of buying and selling. Okay? If I come down here and change this 4 hours to 1 minute, now each candlestick represents 1 minute of buying and selling. Okay? Change to 5 minutes. Now each candlestick represents 5 minutes of buying and selling. Chris, why are you showing me this? Okay? The reason why I'm showing you this is because I utilize different time frames to get an understanding of what the market is doing. Okay? I utilize different time frames to get an understanding of what the market is doing. All right? So what the next thing I'm about to say is I'm about to tell you how I find my supply and my demand zones on a particular time frame. Okay? So once again, first thing I do, supply and demand zone when I come in. How do I find those supply and demand zones? The first thing I do is I look at the 1 year, 1 day time frame. So if I say 1 year, 1 day, that 1 year means I'm going back 1 year in history, and each candlestick represents 1 day. So I'm gonna go right here on my screen. I'm gonna change this to the 1 day time frame, and now right here, each candlestick represents 1 day on the screen. Each candlestick represents 1 day on SPY. Okay? And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for supply zones and demand zones. Okay? Now, I use the cheat code to find my supply and demand zones. I use an indicator. Okay? I use an indicator, so I don't actually have to go in there and find the actual supply and demand zones. The system tells me whenever there's a supply and demand zone. I use a cheat sheet, right? So if you look down here at the bottom, this blue area right here, this blue area represents a demand zone. Wherever you see a blue area, it represents a demand zone. Okay? But what I like to do is I want to find the closest demand zone to the current price and the closest supply zone to the current price. Okay, so right here, the current price is right here, and that price is $472.29. Okay, my demand zone is all the way down here. And I don't have a supply zone anywhere. So is that far away or is that close? Put in the chat. Is that close or far away? Is my demand zone close or far away from the current price? Throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, Domain. Far away. So I need to drill down farther to be able to find out which demand zone and supply zone is the closest. So now I will leave the 1 year, 1 day time frame and go to the 4-hour time frame. Boom. Now I'm on the 4-hour time frame. And that 4-hour time frame means each candlestick represents what? 4 hours of buying and selling. Okay, so now look. So now the current price is right here. The closest supply zone is right here. That's pretty close. And the closest demand zone is right here. Okay, so we have a demand zone down here at 456. We have a supply zone right here at 476. And the current price is 472. So that's a pretty close supply zone. Pretty close supply zone. Okay. The demand zone is pretty far away, but the supply zone is close. Okay, so let's do some more digging though. Let's drill down one more time. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So now each candlestick represents 1 hour of buying and selling. And now I think we're a little bit closer action right here. So now I see my current price is right here. Boom, boom, boom at 472. My closest demand zone down here, 467, 468. And my current supply zone is right here at 475. Okay? So after I went through all of those, boom, these are my closest levels. So now I understand I have a supply zone around the 475 range and I have a demand zone around 467. Okay? So now I've found my supply and demand zones. And I didn't have to go and draw them because I use an indicator on TradingView and it shows me and gives me the demand zone and supply zones. Okay? Now, let's start breaking down this market at this level right here. Let's start seeing what this market has going on. Okay? So if we go back right here, this is January the 11th, 2024. Okay? January the 11th, 2024. All right? I want to show you guys something. Look what happened right here. January 11th, 2024. Okay? Look how many times we start right here. We have a 1 hour supply zone. In this 1 hour supply zone, a 1 hour supply zone is called Mary J. Blige. So we are expecting the stock price to do what? Go up or go down if we're in that supply zone. Go up or go down. Go up or go down. Put it in the chat. Up or down, up or down, up or down, up or down in the supply zone. Supply zone, up or down. Up or down, up or down. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Going down. So look right here. The supply zone starts right here on January the 11th. Okay? Then it comes right here and sit, and it comes back into that supply zone. As soon as it comes to that supply zone again, what does it do? It falls down. Boom. Holding true. So that's one time it fell down. It came back into the supply zone again and did what? Fell down. That's two times it fell down. Boom. Okay, y'all with me? It came into the supply zone again for the third time. And on that third time again, what did it do? It fell down. It fell down. Came in that supply zone three times and fell down. So that's right around the 478 and 477 price range. 478, 477 price range. Okay? Then something else happened. Then the stock price came around here to 477 and it fell down even further, creating a new supply zone. Another supply zone. And then the stock fell down, came back into the supply zone, fell down again. It went down again. Boom. Okay? And then one more time. Now, if we go current day, you will see. Clear out my drawings. You will see we made another supply zone right here. And look what happened. It came up here, set there, set there, set there. Boom, fell down. And it's been going down. And it's out of supply zone. So, Chris, you say all of that about that supply zone to say what? I'm telling you about this supply zone, everybody, because as you can see, every time a stock went into a supply zone, every time it went to Mary J. Blige, it did what? It went down. What does that tell us, everyone? That tells us something. That tells us that price action is going down in a downward trend. Price action is going in a downward trend. Okay? Now, if price action is going in a downward trend, that means we can identify something. And take all this off the screen. Boom. I'm on a 1 hour time frame still. Okay? So if we look right here, 1 hour trend, boom, we have a trend line that we can draw on the 1 hour time frame. That's right, Tiandra. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. So this goal line I just drew, everybody, this is called a trend line. It's called a trend line. And Chris, what is a trend line? A trend line is a point where the stock starts at it starts at this is how a trend line works. It starts right here at this point, right here. The next time it hit, that makes the trend line. The third time it hits, it confirms this is a trend line. So basically what we have the understanding of now is that we have a 1 hour trend line that's going right here. And every time it comes back to the 1 hour trend line, it does what, everybody? It falls back down. It falls back down. So it's showing the stock right now is showing us that we have, and I know this might be going over some of y'all's heads because you're fairly new to it. Like I said, if you're fairly new and you want to learn more about it, I have a free webinar every Sunday, and also I have a 5-day mastermind starting on February 5th through February 9th, where I show you everything you need to know about trade to start trading stock options. Okay, so right here we got supply zone 1, supply zone 2, supply zone 3. Supply zones just keep adding up. The more supply zones you start to see, what does that mean? That means the more the stock is falling down. You see me? Now we look at this level right here, this trend line. The more times it hit this trend line, what is it doing? It's falling down. So now we have an expectation, everybody. We have an expectation based off of what? Historical data. So now we know historically, okay? Now we know historically, remarkable 125. Listen, if you want to see my screen, I meant to put it in the chat in the comments. Go to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is on in my bio, under my link tree. Look at my bio. Or you just go to YouTube and type in Christopher Jackson stock options. You pull right up and you'll be able to see my screen. Okay? You'll be able to see my screen. Oh, you said, you talking about off of YouTube, Remarkable. I'm sorry. You are there. Thank you, Remarkable. I appreciate you. Okay? So now we have an expectation, right, from this trend line that's telling us every time the stock comes to this trend line, the stock is pushing down. Okay? It's pushing down. So now the next question is this. What if the stock breaks the trend line? If the stock breaks the trend line, it's a strong possibility the downward push is over, and now it's time for us to do what? Go back up and start testing what? Look at this. Check this out. If we break this trend line right here, now it's time for us to go back up and start testing what? Start testing the supply zones that we just created from what? Historical data. Everybody, this is how you identify when a trend is over. This is how you identify if a trend is over. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. I'm going to come back to that, though. Let's keep going. I get sidetracked in a minute. Okay, so now, everybody, this is the question. I hear you, Chris. I hear you say, okay, we got supply zones that's pushing the stock down. I see that clear. I understand that. I see we got a downward trend line. So, Chris, I get it. We're currently in a downward trend, a small downward trend on the 1 hour time frame. How far are we going down, though, Chris? How far do you think we can go down? How far do you think we're going down? Smart money concept, Ishmael. Smart money concept. Okay. How far are we going down, Chris? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Everybody, the first thing we did when we came to the stock was we found the supply zone and the demand zone. We found the supply zone and demand zone. So if we see that we're in a downward trend and we keep making multiple supply zones and we're yet to get to our demand zone, we have an expectation that the stock this particular stock or ETF is going down to the closest demand zone on that time frame. So right now we have the understanding of what? We marked out a demand zone right here at from 468 to 467 basically. Or 466.5 to 468. So this whole zone right here, this blue area, is where we believe the stock will go to and then stop. Why do we think the stock is going to stop? Because it wants to? No, not because it wants to. We believe the stock will stop there because of what? Because that's the location where the buyers were hanging out at the last time based upon historical data. Everybody. This is how you pay your gas bill, phone bill, mortgage, light bill every single month, by knowing these things. So we see the stock is falling from grace, falling from the supply zones and all making more supply zones. We're like, where is it going? Where is it going? And then we expect it to come right here and boom, stop right here. Now, when it comes to this demand zone down here, do we expect for it to go back up? We don't know. We don't know. We always say, do not try to catch a falling knife. Let the knife fall first, and then you pick it up, okay? So if it's a falling knife, we could easily see it break through this demand zone. And if it breaks through that demand zone, what are we looking for next? The next demand zone. If it breaks through the next demand zone, we're looking for the next demand zone. Okay, as you can see, we have two demand zones right here. Two demand zones right here. First one, 467.80 down to 466.60. The next one is down here at 464 down to 460, basically 464 area. Okay, so we could potentially see this stock fall. It's at 472 right now. It's at 472 right now. We could potentially see it fall $8 more. Okay, it could potentially fall $8 more. But the first stop, what we're looking for is this first demand zone. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's what we're looking for. All right, does that make sense? If that makes sense, put a 1 in the chat. I know you guys are fairly new, so you just might be going over your head some, but it's okay. All right, the longer you hang around, the longer you stick around, the better you're going to become at it. So if it's making sense to you, put a 1 in the chat. There we go. Is the supply zone the same as support? Great question. Great question. So the supply zone would be more closer to resistance. But the thing about the difference between resistance and a supply is this. A resistance is a line, one price level. So resistance may be 480. The price level 480, that could be resistance. A zone, a supply zone may be from 480 to 482. That's the whole zone. Okay? So that's the difference between a supply, like a supply zone and resistance, and a demand zone and a support level. Great question. That was a great question. That was a great question. But how are you so sure it's $4 to $8? Oh, basically right here. So the current price is 472. And if we go down here to this blue level, that's 464. So I basically just did 472, the current price, minus this 464. That's around what, $8? Or is that $12? That's $12. Sorry, that's $12. Yep, $12. Good question. Where do you see the old data from last year for the buyers to tell you the last price they're hanging out? Great question. So if you look on my screen right here, right? You see down here, this is the 1 hour. Let me go to the 1 year. So the 1 year a day. So you look right here, you see where it says 2022 right here. This is March 2022. Let me circle right here. So right here you see it says 2022. So we got March 2022, May. Then we come down here to 2023 right here. You got March 2023, you got July. Then we at 2024 now. Okay, so you can, it's like all on this screen is historical data. Okay, all on this screen right here is historical data. It shows you all that. All historical information. So when I see this historical information, I see that this level right here, this 415 level right here, has been a level of support for since October 2023, or supply zones, all those levels of zones. Yep, that's correct. Smart money indicator. And when you get into the, if you decide to take the mastermind, the 5-day class, I break this all down. I break the whole smart money concept down to you. I break the entry points and the exit points, break everything down to you. How far do you go back? I like to go back on, when I'm doing my support levels, I go back like 3 year, 1 week. So about 3 years sometimes. It all depends on which one it all depends on which price level we're around. And you will understand when I start spending more time with you, you'll start seeing, okay, he focused around a $10 radius of the current price. So if the current price right now is $472, I'm going back to find the price around $462 to $482. So I'm looking for that $10 radius to the upside and downside, and that's where I'm focusing on my price levels focusing on my price levels. Because listen, once it's a level, it's always a level. Okay. So the question is, where is this market going? Right. So personally, right now, based upon just breaking down the market, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for more stronger push down to the downside and come and attack this 1 hour demand zone around this 468 area. I want to see what happens when price gets to that 468. Now, if price does not make it to that 468 and we break back above this trend line, okay, we break above. We break above this trend line right here. We break above the trend line. So this stock eventually does this, break above this trend line. That's a signal, okay? That's a signal for me to say, hey, that downward trend has paused on the 1 hour time frame, and now it's time to go. If we're going back up, let's start attacking the previous level of supply zones as levels to get out if I get into a trade. So if I get into a trade when it breaks right here, I'm automatically looking for it to go up to this 475 area. So I'm looking for a $3 move to the upside. Once it gets to this level right here, I'll probably be exiting my trade. Okay, I'll probably be exiting my trade. If it breaks through that level, and then boom, now I'm looking for it to come right here. Breaks through this level, now I'm looking for it to come right here. Okay. So if it breaks the trend line, is that an opportunity to buy in? Yes, it definitely is an opportunity to buy in. If it breaks the trend line, that's an opportunity for you to buy in. Now, anytime it breaks a level, like a trend line or support with this level, I like to see it come back and retest. So what it looks like on the retest is like this. So if we see that right here, the stock comes, it breaks through that trend line. I want to see it come back here, boom, try to break, and then come back up. And that's a good entry point once it breaks through this level right there. And boom, you in the game. Take that up, get a couple dollars. If you day trade, get a couple dollars, get out. If you swing trading, get a couple dollars. And then when it gets right here, hold your breath. Okay? Hold your breath. So what's the best amount to buy in with? It all depends on what you're willing to risk, right? So I tell people you can start trading with $500 to $500 to $1,000. Okay? $500 to $1,000. That's what I tell people. You do not need $25,000 to start trading, all that good stuff. No. When you hear people say that, those lies, they're all lies. Can you buy puts when trending downward? Yes, you can, Tracy. Yes, you can. Listen, that's the thing about it. We make money if it goes up or down. We do not care. Matter of fact, look, take a look at this right quick. Let me show you guys this right quick. This is a guy from my Discord chat. Look what he did. Check out what he said. And I'm glad you asked that question, Tracy. Look what he did. Look at what he did. Boom, boom, boom. 1 second. All right, here we go. That's today. Let's go to yesterday. Okay, check this out. So Tracy just asked the question. She said, can you make money when the stock price is going down with puts? Take a look at this, everybody. What does this say? This says January 24th. This is a guy from my Discord chat, right? Took my course and he started trading. January 16th, 2024. Look what he said. I took a Tesla swing trade over the weekend and opened up this morning to a win. I can go on about my day. Look how much money he made. Look at that. He made $4,325 off of this trade. And this was the 16th. Okay, January 16th. $4,325. Okay. Now look what he said today. See what he said today. Same person. January 17th, 2024. Making some good money overnight while sleeping. Once again, swing trade on Tesla puts. Woke up in the green this morning. Look how much he made. $3,650. Now stop, pause, freeze. Let's do the math. 4,300 plus 3,600. That's almost what? Almost $8,000? $8,000 he made in 2 days. He made $8,000 in 2 days on puts. That's what I'm telling you. You make money if the stock market goes up or if the stock market goes down. We don't care. Okay? It does not matter to us if the market goes up or down. Okay? Let's see how long he's been trading. Let's see when he came. Because I know a lot of people say, well, how long has he been trading? Let's find out. When did Kenny B come into the chat? When did he start? What class did he take of mine? Ken B. Oh, there you go. Okay, he started March 2022. Okay, he started trading with us March 2022. Okay, March 2022 is when he started trading with us. That's what, almost 2 years ago. Okay, almost 2 years ago. And now you see he make $4,200 one day, $3,600 next day. How does this work for taxes at the end of the year? They will give you like a 1099 or some type of document they'll give to your tax person. So you definitely have to pay taxes on it. Tiandra says, learning so much from you, but still can't figure out how to make money when the market goes down. Everything is so relatable. How you put, everything is so relatable. How you put it, just can't. No, I get it. So this is what I was thinking about, Tiandra. There's no difference. If you understand how to make money when it goes up, it's the exact same thing when it goes down. Nothing changes. Only thing that changes is you believe the stock market is going to drop. If the stock market is going to drop, you're going to make money off this market going down. That's the only difference. Only difference. There's no other difference. Okay? No difference. Let's see. Any questions on YouTube? Boom. Questions on YouTube. Can't see the chart. Move the screen, Chris. Hey, Chris, do you have a mentorship program? Your chat box is in the way. Can't see, move the chat. Your chat box is covering the screen, Chris. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't see all those messages. My apologies. I hope y'all good now. Yes, we do have a mentorship program. Our mentorship program is my inner circle. Everyone cannot enter into that mentorship program. You actually have to apply for that mentorship program, and you have to have taken my mastermind. If you haven't taken my mastermind, you can't qualify to enter into my inner circle, to my mentorship program. But yes, so we do have one. And yes, so the next course is February the 5th through February 9th. It's a 5-day mastermind, everybody. That's what I'm going to break everything I'm talking about right now. I know it may seem foreign language to you, but I'm going to go down. I'm going to spend 5 days with you, probably around 3 to 4 hours a day, and I'm going to break it down to the T. Okay, I'm going to break it down to the T to you so you can understand it. What did he buy in on with Tesla? I'm not sure, Fahim. It doesn't tell us how much he spent. Knowing he probably spent he's probably spent some thousands though. He probably spent some thousands. But Tesla did drop pretty hard, so he didn't spend. I doubt he spent more than 5,000 on the play. I strongly doubt that. Now, probably on the plays he took, you probably could have put like 500 in Tesla and probably made about a cool 1,000. Yeah, definitely probably could have. How much is the mastermind? The mastermind is $297 regular mission and $497 VIP. Yep, Tiandra already on it. Absolutely right, Tiandra. If I can't make it in February, when's the next opportunity? I'm not sure when the next one is after February. I can't say for sure right now. I can't say for sure right now. And yes, each class is recorded in the mastermind. So in that 5-day mastermind, if you miss a day, it will be recorded and you will have unlimited access to it as soon as the class is over. Well, not as soon as the class is over, the next day. But Tesla Premium is always expensive. Great. I'm glad Junior just said something amazing. Great statement, Junior. I'm gonna break that down right quick before we got here. All right, check this out, Junior. Okay, so Junior just said something. He said Tesla premiums are always high. Let me show y'all something right quick. Let me show you guys something right quick. When it comes to trading stock options, there you have multiple contracts that you can buy, right? Multiple contracts you can buy. You do not, let me repeat, okay? You do not have to spend thousands of dollars to get into a play. Okay? Now, granted, the more money that you the more money you trade with, of course, the more money you trade with, of course, the Tesla, the more money you make, right? So let me share my screen right quick for you. Okay, check this out right here. All products. Delete. All right, so Tesla, for example. All right, say we go to January 26th, okay? January 26th. Now with Tesla, when he said premiums, everybody. So when he's saying premiums, he's saying hold on. Okay, there we go. So when he's saying premiums, he based on the price of the actual contract to get into that particular play. So if you look right here in the purple, this is called in the money contracts, right? In the purple, this contract costs $10.10. $10.10, right? That's how much this contract costs. Let me circle it for you so you guys can see it. Boom, right there. This contract costs $10.10. So if I wanted to buy 5 of these contracts, I would spend, let's go right here, confirm, I would spend $5,000. Right here, it says $5,000. It's a lot of money for 5 of those contracts, okay? $5,000. But if I go down here and buy a cheaper one, I buy 5 of these contracts. Now I'm spending $500. $500. Now listen, everybody. This is the most powerful thing that I could possibly tell you. Listen what I'm about to tell you right now. This is very important. If I buy this one right here, once again, drawing a line around it again. Right here, the one in the purple that I spent, that costs $10. If I buy 5 of them, I have a 54-cent delta. That means I'm going to make 54 cents per each dollar made. I'm going to get 54 cents per each dollar made. Listen close now. I'm going to spend $5,000 for 5 of those contracts. Okay? If I come right here and I get the exact same delta that one has, I'm going to spend half the price. I'm going to spend $2,500. I'm going to make the exact same amount of money or even more money, but I'm getting it at half the price and spending $2,500. Don't believe me? Check this out. Watch, let's do the numbers. Say, for example, I come here and I buy one contract. It's $1,000. So I'm going to spend one by one contract. Hit confirm. Right here, confirm. I'm spending $1,010.66. So one contract gives me a 54-cent delta. I mean, I'm making 54 cents per dollar made. But if I come down here, everybody, and buy a contract with a 10-cent delta and buy 5 of them, that's going to give me a 50-cent delta. So I'm going to buy 6 of them. That's going to give me a 55-cent delta. Look how much money I spent. I spent $600 and I'm going to make more money than the person who spent $1,000. I got a $400 discount and I'm going to make more money. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I do not buy in the money contracts. I personally buy out the money contracts and I buy more contracts. That was a nugget right there, y'all. Let me be honest with you. That was a nugget. Okay. That was a nugget right there. That was a nugget. Okay. So I buy out the money contracts and I buy more. Okay. The delta. Somebody said bring down the delta. This is what the delta is. What's the best brokerage platform? I use Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. That's the one I started with, Thinkorswim. Okay. Break down the delta. Okay. The delta is this, everybody. The delta is the amount of money you're going to make per dollar made. So if I have a 50-cent delta and I buy one contract, that means I'm going to make 50 cents per dollar made. Okay. But if I go and buy 5 contracts with a 10-cent delta, I'm going to do 10 times by 5. Now I have a 50-cent delta as well. Since I'm buying 5 with a 10-cent delta, the price is going to be cheaper. So therefore, I'm going to save money. A lot of money. Half the price, basically. Okay. So base what the delta is, how much money you're going to make per dollar made. Okay. Per dollar made. All right. So in a nutshell, everybody, just wanted to jump on quick with you guys and let you kind of see where the market is going. So let me show it to you one more time. Think about this. We broke down the 1 hour time frame on SPY. We just did a small breakdown. I didn't even go deep really. Okay. Where is SPY going? SPY can potentially drop. The next stop for SPY is potentially this 468 area. Okay. We want to see what happens when SPY gets to 468 and 466.50. Okay. That's a demand zone, the 1 hour time frame. If it makes it down there. If it does not make it down there and it breaks through this 1 hour trend line right here that we have, the next thing I would do is Roel Romas. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The next thing is I want to see it break through this trend line. If it breaks through this trend line, my next course of action is not to enter once it breaks through the trend line. My next course of action is to enter when it comes back and test the trend line again and bounce off of that trend line and start going back up. I will take it up to this level right here. That supply zone right there. And that supply zone, I'll be looking to take profits. Okay. So first course of action down here to this demand zone. Second course of action, break this trend line, come back and retest. Boom, take it up here, enter in, come up here, take it right here. Make sure you set tight stop losses around each area. If you plan it to the downside, make sure you got a tight stop loss. If you plan it to the upside, make sure you have a tight stop loss. A stop loss is basically where you tell the system, stop me out and sell immediately if the stop price get to this particular level. There's not one, Emmanuel. Great question. Some people use the body of the candlestick, like right here. Some people use the top of the wicks on the candlesticks. I start my first one off at the wick, and then from there, I go to the body. Okay? I start the first off at the wick, and then from there, I go to the body. I let the wicks do what it's going to. I let the wicks break through the trend line. Oh, yeah. Look at Sebastian be doing them. Sebastian be trading those 0 DTEs on Tesla on Fridays. Oh, Coach Goose, you got your $100, right? Check your Zelle. Kanisha sent the $100 out today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So everyone, once again, if you want two things, all right, perfect. If you want to join the upcoming mastermind starting February the 5th through the 9th, I just put the link in the chat on Instagram. I mean on what is it called? What's this thing called? On Zoom. It's right there. Also, if you want to join my free class this Sunday, I think the majority of you all on here, so why would anyone buy in the money? Great question, William. Great question. I don't know. Probably some people may buy in the money because they want to actually purchase the stock, right? And some people do different type of strategies like iron condors and things of that nature. So some of them have to buy in the money just to make sure they're for their strategy. But the way that we trade, we don't have to buy in the money at all. Some people want to buy in the money because they want to have less fees. It's multiple reasons why. So I just put the link in the chat to join the upcoming class. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, if you want to learn how to make money trading stock options, if you want to make money, learn how to trade stock options, you can go on that link and join the mastermind starting February the 5th through the 9th. This mastermind, I break this whole thing down to you, everybody, from A to Z. Okay, I spend just how we're breaking the market down right now. Imagine spending 3 hours with me, or 3 to 4 hours with me every single day, and we're breaking down each concept, breaking it all down like that. That's what we do in the mastermind. Sorry to ask a late question. So with this scenario, where would you have bought your put contracts? I would be looking to buy my put contracts once it comes to this trend line and reject. Okay. Once it comes to the trend line and reject, I'll be looking for put contracts, right? For a new trader could enter in right around here when it's a reject. I mean, a experienced trader can enter in somewhere around here off the trend line, but a new trader may possibly want to see it come back down this level right here and break through this level. Okay? There's multiple ways. Will we set up screens in the masterminds? I've been trading man on my phone. Oh yeah, setting up screens is probably like one of the least things we're gonna do, right? I want you guys to understand in the mastermind, it's like the mastermind, we're not coming to sit around and play. Okay. In the mastermind, we're the day one, we're gonna talk about day one and day two, we're gonna talk about the foundational pieces. We're gonna set your screens up for you. We're gonna open up your brokerage account for you. I have everything broken out to you step by step. So like your homework assignments you're gonna do is gonna be a step by step. I've been making money off the iPhone, Chris. Trapping off the iPhone, Goose. I love it, Coach. I love it. So yeah, no, but that's gonna be the least thing we do. We're gonna set your screens up, open up your brokerage, walk you through the whole thing, give you the foundational pieces, take you through small strategies to more technical strategy, more advanced strategies, and all those things. Man, we're gonna get you really prepared. Which strategy do you feel is better for a beginner trader? Scalping, swing, or day trading? Swing trading. I think every new trader, if you can understand swing trading, not if you can understand it, but once you understand swing trading and start entering into those plays on swing trades, it's a game changer. Most people they say, listen, I don't want to swing trade because I want to day trade to make money every single day. I'm like, I hear you, but understand what you're saying. Listen to what you said. They say, I don't want to swing trade. I want to day trade. And I'm like, why do you want to day trade? They say, because I want to make money every single day. But think about this, everybody. When you're swing trading and you're in a contract out for 3 months, you're in the trade every single day. So you're making money every single day. All right? Swing trading, if you master swing trading and then you move yourself down to day trading and scalping. But the thing about it is this. You have to take what the market is offering you, what the market is giving you. If the market is not giving you anything, swing trading is not going to be the thing for you for this particular market. If the market is like consolidating, swing trade is not time for a swing trade. Okay. You have to be able to understand what the market is giving you. If the market is just consolidating, now it's time for you to be scalping that day. Okay. Scalping. All right. So, and what you do is, in like I say, in the mastermind, when you guys come into the mastermind, I'm going to break all that down to you to the T, so you can have a better understanding of when should I be swing trading, when should I be scalping, when should I be day trading, what is the market actually offering at the time, what, and so on and so on and so on. Okay. So, any other questions before I get out of here? Any other questions before I get out of here? Okay, got you. 1 second. Let me put it in on YouTube as well. So YouTube, I just put the link in the chat as well for the mastermind to register for the mastermind. I just put that in the chat as well. Okay, so that's the link on YouTube. Once again, on Zoom right here, this is the link for it to join the mastermind coming up. Okay. Any other questions? Put contracts, it is down, pull contract. Put contract is down, pull. Oh yeah, so Vaughn, a put contract is down and a call contract is up. So puts and calls. Puts and calls. Puts and calls. And no problem, Joshua. No problem. No problem. Monster Beast. Monster Beast. I like that. That background you got there, Monster Beast. Come off of mute 1 second. Let's see who. Let's talk to him. I don't know who this guy is. Let's talk to him. I like that background. Let's come off of mute, Monster Beast. Let's chit chat, brother. What's going on with you? How you doing?
All right.
That's good. Tell me about that background. You a trader?
Yeah, you see the candlesticks action. That's the price action.
That's that price action we was talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How long have you been trading?
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, how long have you been trading? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Nah, I love that breakdown of the candlesticks. I love it.
That price action.
Yes, sir, it is. How long have you been trading? You can't hear me. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh. Let's see. I can't hear you. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Fahim's 1 second. Root Spotlight. How do we access December VIP recordings, Giovanni? Send us an email. Send us an email, Giovanni. Send me an email to admin@iwantknowledge.com. Oh, can y'all hear me? You can hear me now? I think it might have been my it may have been because you couldn't hear me, Mr. Beast. Monster Beast. Try now, Monster Beast. Try now. So Giovanni, send me an email to admin@iwantknowledge.com. Make sure we get you those December recordings, VIP. If I'm on an iPhone, what app should I download to open my brokerage? Charles Schwab. It used to be TD Ameritrade, but now it's Charles Schwab. What time are the live trading sessions for the mastermind? The live trading sessions will be from 11 a.m. to noon. That Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it'd be from 11 a.m. to noon. And if you're not able to get there because you're working, it is recorded, so you'll be able to watch those recordings of the live trading sessions as well. Okay. Any other questions before we jump out of here? Sebastian says ITM is considered more conservative play. It's already there, so usually guaranteed the opportunity to make some money. Out of the money gives the opportunity to make a lot more for less. That's true. Very true. People will call you up and put you down. Sebastian said the way they understand is people will call you up and put you down. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right. All right, everybody. Any other questions before we head out for the night? What about Fidelity? Yeah, if you want to use Fidelity, definitely use whatever platform you like. Just as long as the platform that you're trading with is user friendly, you can use whichever one you like. What stocks are you looking at? I'm always looking at the ETF SPY. I'm also bullish on Meta this year. Very bullish on Meta. I'm also bullish on the Russell 2000. It's another index or ETF, whatever one you want to call it. So the Russell 2000, as well as very bullish on Meta, and I'm always bullish on SPY. So it's not necessarily a stock, but it's ETF. Anything else? Anyone else? Anyone else before we jump off? Anyone else before we jump off? Robinhood. Me personally, I stay away from Robinhood. I don't like Robinhood because Robinhood does not have a trading platform. So you have to use something like TradingView. In order to trade on Robinhood. To do your technical analysis on Robinhood. You can still enter and exit on Robinhood, but in order to do your technical analysis, you have to use something like TradingView. Okay. All right, everyone. So listen, hopefully everyone enjoyed it. What's the ticker for the top 100 software companies? So if you're saying software, you mean tech companies. It's QQQ. QQQ. That's Sebastian's baby. QQQ. Do you explain how to swing trade in your course? Yes, we go over swing trade. We go over day trade, and we go over scalping. Go over all three of them. Yep. Is it the same Sean that was in the webinar Sunday? Sean, is it the same Sean that was in the webinar Sunday? I am a green beginner. What platform should I use? Yes, you should. I use Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. Okay, Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. The Draper Baker, any beginner's course. Yes, so the mastermind it's a beginner's course, but we take you through. It's for beginners and it's for people that's been trading for a while. Okay, so it's for both of them. So if this is your first time trading, say I want to know how to trade, I would highly recommend you take the mastermind. Highly. Sean, come off of mute, brother. Come off of mute, Sean. Let's bring Sean to the table. Sean was giving me a hard time on Sunday. I want Sean to explain himself. Come on off mute, Sean. Talk to me. What's going on, brother?
I was giving you a hard time. Maybe it might not be the same Sean. I don't know.
Okay. This Sean kept saying hurry up, man, get to the meat and potatoes and all that stuff. That was you, Sean?
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Okay. That wasn't me. Okay, I'll just verify.
But I definitely was on a call on Sunday.
Okay, what was your thoughts about it?
It was great, very informative. That's why I'm here again tonight. Very much considering doing the mastermind. I'm a new trader. I've been trading paper money.
Okay.
Having some wins, having some losses.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely trying to sharpen my skills, and definitely trying to get to know how I actually want to do both. I want to do options and the forex. But I'd rather start with the options. To me, options seem a little easier than forex. So I'm pretty much getting in where I fit in, and you make it seem a lot more easier, especially with your analogies with the music.
Gotcha.
I can relate to that.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I definitely relate to that.
That's dope. All praises, definitely. Okay, cool, good stuff. Look forward to it. Hold on one second. Look forward to it. All right. So anyway, everybody, so good stuff. So appreciate it, Sean. Definitely, man. Definitely. If you have any questions, man, feel free to reach out. Everyone else, but listen, y'all have a good one. Hope you enjoyed your night. If you're trading just lock into my YouTube channel. I'll probably be on YouTube tomorrow morning as well. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want to learn more about trading, join my free masterclass this Sunday. But if you want to learn everything you need to know about trading for the most part, I'll see you guys on February the 5th through the 9th for the mastermind, okay? So everybody, you guys have a good one.
Thank you, brother. You too.
All right, brother.
All right.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, you at home?
Yeah, I was calling to see if there's food at
I think. Let me double check. I think Chris got some. I think we got some chicken left. I think we got fried chicken and meatballs left. I think. So if you don't want that, you gotta get you something.
Okay.
So you want that or you don't?
Was it just fried chicken? Is there anything else? Is it just chicken?
Yeah, I think some rice.
Then I'll probably get something because I don't want just chicken and I don't want rice.
All right. All right. Huh?
Which way should I go to be around? Because this is probably just going to take me straight all the way down to get off on the interstate and right at the exit. So should I get off at the normal exit for home?
If you want.
Chick-fil-A right about there?
Yeah, if you want Chick-fil-A, go there. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But not much, it's already 9:13. Nobody's going to be open.
Chick-fil-A opens open to 10, don't it?
I don't know. I have to check.
Yeah, it's open to 10.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Did you look at the date?
Let me double check. Hold on.
Like, search it up so I can really know.
Hot chicken pots, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, close at 10.
Okay.
All right, baby.
Alright.
Love you.
How you doing?
Did I close this down? I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't.